because I'm an immigrant, right? The US is such a place for opportunity, right? Like my mindset is, as long as you're not lazy in the US, you won't ever go hungry.
My name is Nathaniel, and this is the Motorcycle Archives.
I grew up without a garage pretty much, because my family and I moved to the US when I was 9. So we had to live with my aunt's house for like 10 years. Growing up, I have cars and stuff, but you have to rent outside, you know? So when I have a garage, I wanted to put my own taste and, touch to it. And every single thing here is has a story. What I do is not, there's no steady income. There's no same paycheck every month. It's up and down, right? It's how much you work to get that pay, It's rewarding though, because now I have more time to spend with my family, right? To me, success is not about money. Success is about having time to do what you want. When I was painting, I would commute from here to Palo Alto, which is like an hour and a half with traffic. In the morning, hour and a half there, hour back. That's 3 hours of my day already. And by the time I get home, I'm so tired to do anything else. Like your creative juice is not there no more. After my daughter was born, I was like, man, I can't do this no more. I gotta switch gear, focus on lane split, Because before this, I was doing like 3 jobs. So now I wanna focus on just one thing, lane split, and build it. You gotta appreciate the journey. Yes. Right now, I'm still on the journey. I don't want it to be towards like the final destination yet. Because when you get to the top, you don't wanna learn no more. You wanna keep going and learn more, right?
It's kind of similar to like riding a motorcycle too. Like, I'm sure you've been on trips where you're like, fuck, it's like so cold or it's like hot as fuck and you just can't wait to get to the end.
Yeah.
But like, when you finish it, you kind of reflect on like the whole journey.
Yep.
And it's like special. It's like, I feel like it's like that with everything. Like to always push yourself and grow.
Yeah, and live at the moment pretty much,
Yeah, dude, for sure.
So for my 21st birthday, I told myself, let's save up enough money to buy a bike. So that's what I did. It's a 2003 Yamaha R6. Yeah, I bought it and then I hid at my friend's house for like 6 months. I didn't want my parents to find out, Immigrant parents and their only son is riding a motorcycle. It's dangerous, of course. Then I sold it, and that's when I told my parents that I had a bike. And
what was the response? Like, how did they feel?
They're like, what the hell, Like, what the heck, dude? And then I bought the Rebel. That's my first cruiser, technically. And I told them, this bike is so slow that it won't kill me, My friend Dewey, he wanted to ride as well. Came over, I taught him to ride. And then he was like, hey, I actually know a group in San Jose that are into bobbers. Want me to add you to that Facebook group? And he added me to the group, and that's when I met Young, Dat, John, and the rest of the guys, Everybody had Honda Shadows, like bopped out Honda Shadows. And me over here with my 250 Rebel. Super tiny, And then we went out for a ride. And then one of the guys, he had a pretty clean Shadow back then, bopped out, He's like, hey, you wanna ride my bike? So I rode it. And I was sold, went home, sold my Rebel, and that was it, dude. That's how it started.
That's the origin story.
Yeah.
Because you obviously like get to work in here,
Yeah.
But it's so clean and so like organized. You said organized chaos, but I don't even think it's chaos, dude. I think it's just, everything has a space, Well, where does that come from though? Like that cleanliness and like organization and all that?
For me, like a clean garage is a productive garage, right? So when you see something clean, okay, you want to work towards more. Whereas when you see something dirty, you're like, okay, I'll push it out. I'll do next time, But when it's clean, you want to hop in and you want to start working right away. And I want to build a habit with my garage. You got to have structure here, right? Mm-hmm. The goal is to build a small business, but as a corporation, have structures and everything,
Where do you kind of see it going in the future? Like, what's your goal for the whole channel? And
so the next thing I want to do is want to get into more parts. That's why I bought the dyno over here, is to want to get into the dyno scene. I can learn about it, see if there's any parts that I can make to make the community better.
Is there a reason why you chose the dyno out of all of the bikes?
I've never had a dyno before. So I just worked my way from the bottom up, right? So I started out with 100 Rebel, and then 250, and then a 600 Shadow, and then Sportster, and then a shovel head and stuff like that. I want to try different bikes, I'm not like a purist where like, you gotta ride Hardy only, Try everything, man. For my channel, no politics, no complaint, no tough guy kind of stuff. Like if you're into bikes, you're into bikes. That's it, right?
Do you plan on doing videos about car stuff?
Yeah, that's where the boulevard is coming in, right?
Oh, okay.
So lane split is the motorcycle, boulevard is the cruising, the cars and stuff. That's the next chapter of lane split, pretty much.
You heard it here, folks.
And plus, I want to get into hot rods so I can take my family out, right? With bikes, I can only take my wife, but I want to take my wife and her daughter cruising, right? That's the whole point of it. You gotta share the passion, right? Yeah, this is my Model A, just collecting parts. It's a 1928 Model A. Used to be a coupe. I chopped the top off. The only thing I'm keeping is the body. Getting a whole new rolling chassis from Boeing Brothers down in Lindsay. Gonna put in a different motor. So this motor is gonna be for sale if you guys are interested. Stock motor, still runs. Yeah, a little piece of American history. What the? Oh, man, I thought it was a lizard at first. But yeah, piece of American history right here.
Yeah, dude. 1928, right?
Yeah, if you guys are interested, let me know.
Little four-banger.
Four-banger, comes with the tranny and everything.
So what are you gonna put in there? Are you gonna put?
I'm putting a small block Chevy.
Oh, nice.
I just love the way it looks. Reliable, and it's nice and clean, you know? Yeah. It's pretty much a chopper on 4 wheels. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I just gotta finish a couple bike builds first to fund this thing, you know?
Maybe you could speak a little bit to the community and like, I guess what that means to you on a deeper level. How important is that for you?
It's pretty rewarding because for YouTube, I get like a lot of handwritten mail from people that say like, man, your videos are helping me get through the day, you know? And I was like, dude, that's crazy because I'm just doing normal stuff, you know? But it's pretty cool. And then I feel like there are people out there that are lonely, right? And they just want to be part of something. So for me, providing like the Kick It Friday thing, once a month, Kick It Friday where they can come and kick it, you know? People look forward to that. I want to put the faces behind the bikes too, because on Instagram, all you see is the bikes. You don't see who the rider is, and I want to know more about them, right? Hear their stories. The number one tip I want to give to you guys out there is to find a supportive partner. It's a huge cheat code. Like if your partner supports what you do, man, you can do whatever you want pretty much.
Conquer the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude. Have a good person by your side, yeah.
Because there are days when, am I doing this right? You know, it's not a steady income. There's no like retirement fund, no nothing, right? I support you, you know? Just keep chasing your dreams, you know, you'll get there. And those words just, you know.
Yeah, man, especially coming from somebody you love, like.
Yeah, because man, a lot of my friends are in the tech world. They make shit ton of money, you know, and I'm over here like fucking busting my ass. And but at the same time, I see the quality of their lives, like they grind like crazy, you know, like I love what I do, even though it's more work, but I just love it.
Yeah, man.
Riding is pretty dangerous. So now that I'm a father too, like I ride less than before when we first started out. Because, you know, as a father and as a sole provider, you don't want anything to happen, and then who's gonna take care of your family, you know?
Hell yeah, bro, that's dope. Yeah, I got it.
Sounds so raw, huh? Like the choppers. Yeah, simple is the way to go, man.
You've had this for a while. Can you talk about what your future plans are for it?
I'm never gonna be done with this bike, dude. It's always gonna be like small changes or big changes, you know? But this is gonna be my keeper for sure. The next big thing is I wanna convert it into a panhead. SNS has a kit where you can convert the top into a panhead. But I took it to a camping trip last year. We did like 1,000 miles, almost 1,000 miles in the rain and everything. And that proved that it's not a bar hopper, you know? This one eats a lot of miles. Yeah. Yeah, so the future of LNSPLT is I kind of want to get into making parts for the chopper scene. To start off, we're in the process of making high mids for the shovel and Evo. This is pretty much the prototype that I've been testing and riding, you know. The rest of the parts, I got these at a local hardware store. They're like 50 cents. And I just weld on. Yeah, the rings. Oh, nice. They're super cheap, but it completes the look, you know. Yeah, and then this whole brake linkage, I got the idea from Luck MC in Japan. I just look at his photos, how he did it, and I just pretty much copied exactly the same design. And it's nicer in my opinion because now the master cylinder is right here, is behind the pipe. And then back here, the oil tank, I built a support leg back here, that little piece right there. It's this thing used to be on my sissy bar, on my shadow. Okay. It's a twisted sissy bar. So I just cut it up and then reuse it pretty much. Because most guys, they only got the mount tab up here. And a lot of times these tabs break off and then your oil tank is dangling, you know? So for me, it's better to overbuild than underbuild. So made that, and I really like this piece. It was casted by my friend Alex from Slow MOTO. Right now it's a one-off piece. Yeah, without it, I feel like it's so black back here. doesn't pop. So with this, like, okay, add some bling to it, you know?
Yeah, it ties everything in.
Exactly.
Sure.
With like the chrome piece right here, the cap and the front end, you know? Simple is the way to go for me. Imagine this thing, panhead, you know? That'd be nice. Yeah.
What are you gonna do with the top end?
I'm put on my wall, man, as memories.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the goal. One of the reasons why I started this channel is for memories, right? So in the future, I can look back like, oh dang, that's how I was before. And also show my future kids like, oh, that was dad, you know? Yeah. And just our brotherhood, you know, like how we build bikes and stuff. Like my channel is not about how to build bikes because we're not professional. we still break down often, you know, but it just shows you that you can do it too. You don't have to be a professional to do it. You can learn on YouTube, on Google, from books, you know. That's why I have a lot of magazines and books.
I feel like sometimes people kind of get in their head and
Yeah.
it like prevents them from doing something. Like they create excuses as to like why not to do something, or they think about the failure before even trying, you know?
Oh yeah, that's another tip, man. Yeah. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. That's the best way to learn. Yeah. Best way to learn.
Yeah, and it's fun too sometimes, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because if you break shit, you'll fix it, you know? Yeah. Don't be scared. And there's guys out there that their grandfather was a biker, their dad was a biker, so they get passed down, you know? So when they get to them, they have all these advantages already, you know? But for us, first gen, we have to learn on our own through trial and errors, you know?